Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Christian from RPG World and today I will try, keep in mind, I will try to explain a little bit my Sorcerer build that I made in Last Epoch. I'm not a hardcore player of ARPG. I played before, of course, I think all RPG games from Diablo 2, 3, 4, Path of Exiles, I don't know, Titan Quest, Torchlight, etc., etc. But all of them at a casual player, not a hardcore player. I don't have thousands of hours on every one of them. Anyway, I have some experience. I'm not a hardcore player, but not the worst one. Okay, so I uploaded my playthrough for Last Epoch with this character, with this sorcerer, when the game was released on YouTube. So we have episode with the progress of the character until now. Now I'm level 80. I made this build without any guide. I didn't read anything online about builds, etc., etc. So I made everything myself. I wanted to try to see how far I can go with my own feeling about the game. Of course, I studied the skills, the what give every skill separately to I tested some skills, etc., etc. So some people asked me to make a short video about my build. Anyway, you can see the progress of the build on the playthrough. Okay, so I started from level 1 until now to level 80. You can see the whole progress. But now we do a short brief about my build. It's not the best build. I'm 100% about that. It's not a bad build on my opinion, but it's not the best as well. So I think it's a decent build. I don't have problem to clearing monoliths now, and I started empower monoliths. The only small minus I think at this build is at the bosses. You don't have a huge single player damage, but it's very good and fast to clear mobs on monoliths. But you can manage on bosses as well. Okay, let's start with the passives. So when I started the build, basically the first points that I spent was on elementalist. Yeah, I think I spent 5 points on elementalist for the lightning damage, and 2 points to increase a little bit my health to survive and mana. And intelligence is very good for this build because scaling very well with everything. And also fire and lightning resistance. This will help later in the game because you don't need to search for items with that specific resistance. Okay, so 10 points here to then basically here you need to have 20 points, no, 10 points. It doesn't matter the order honestly exactly here because it's pretty easy at the beginning. Yeah, then when you unlock arcane current, spend 5 points here. It's a must. Yeah, arcane lightning crit chance is 100%. Until you need to get 20 points here basically to unlock the sorcerer. Another thing, I saw a lot of mage. I think 90% of mage are rune masters. I know, I tried before the release on early access rune master. I think it's much more easier or powerful rune master, but I say now, what the fuck, everyone play rune master, let me try sorcerer and let me try something different. And by the way, these builds have only basic skills, don't have high level skills in the build, only low level skills, and I still can manage. That's a good thing about Last Epoch. We can basically achieve end game content only with low level skills, with basic skills. that's good for diversity, you know. We can create different things. It's very, very good for the game. Okay, when you unlock the Sorcerer, first 5 points in calculated destruction to increase your intelligence, and critical strike chance per intelligence. You'll get a lot of intelligence. Then the next 5 will be in Afterglow. Yeah, increase spell damage and ward retention. Ward is important as well for this build. So basically, we will focus on lightning damage and pure lightning damage and ward. So 5, 10. You have 10 points here. Then you spend all 8 points in lightning damage. You'll see you have 48% lightning damage increase and shock chance with lightning skill. Shock, another very important thing for this build. After that, you unlock the Rift Bolt, lightning penetration 15%, and lightning damage release 1.5%. Another 2 good things for this build. After that, you unlock the Crackling Precision, increased critical strike chance 80% you can get with this passive. Very, very good for the build. Then you will Elemental Ascendance, elemental resistance 16%. As well, you will help you at the resistance, the total resistance for your build. You don't need to search for items with specific resistance if you have this passive, or to spend idle slots, you know, with resistances. You can add damage with idols instead of resistances if you already have the passive for resistances. Then you spend here a few points only to unlock the next one. Increase shock duration. Shock chance is good. I have 12%. And stun duration with lightning spell 24%. It's a lot. And of course 5 points by 5 in spell damage plus 5. And this is triple if you have minimum 200 maximum mana. You'll have a lot more mana, so you'll get 15 spell damage base damage from this perk here. And also you need to spend, I need to spend 1 more point here, all 10 points increasing spell damage in Rune Master, and 6 points here increase elemental damage 30%, and elemental resistance again 18% from this perk here. And also I will need to spend yeah, I still have points. I'm only level 80. In future, I think I will spend 2 more points here and wisdom, because I have some problems with mana, honestly. You know, everything depend about the gear, what gear you find until level 100. So the build is not, you don't need to respect everything in the build. That's a good thing about Last Epoch. You can tweak there and then any build. You don't need to follow step by step any build. I think in Last Epoch. You can spend, if you feel something different, you can, of course, you can spend 3 points here if you want more ward, okay, and remove 3 points from somewhere else. It's not like Path of Exile, you know, when you go to the maps to end game. You need to follow step by step basically the build in Path of Exile. Okay, so basically this is, in few words, my passive. About the skills, my main damage skill is Lightning Blast. Okay, Lightning Blast is the starting skill, so this is your main source of damage. yeah, to clear mobs. You start here. First, I spend the first point in arcing power, okay, to get additional chains, you know, to chains like a chain lighting, to chain to more mobs. That's the thing for arcing power, for lighting blast, honestly. Also, you really need to get here to divergence. For this, lighting blast can fork or chain, so you need to spend minimum 2 points in Storm Razor. It's here you need 3 for sure, for damage 15% and base critical strike chance 3%. Then you need minimum 2 in chain lighting. I spent 4. Oh, okay, you lose some mana because it will be the mana cost. But again, about chaining to additional times, it's 4 plus 4 is very good. So arcing power, get there ASAP. Then shock chance, very good. Ward on hit, you will get a lot of hits, so you will get a lot of ward as well. And ward gain per mana spend, you will spend a lot of mana, so as well you will get more ward. And also here you need this, but this I get this late in the game. This is the last thing that I get from Lightning Blast, overcharge. So double cast chance 18%. It's very useful. With all that chaining, and when you get double cast, it's a lot more chaining, of course. And critical multiplier 30%. That's a lot. And also I think I will spend 1 more points here and I will get this quadruple cast chance 25%. My next 2 points will be here. Okay, so the second skill that I used in the build was Flame Ward. It's very good to survive. You need something to survive. You are a mage, you are weak, you are not a tank, of course, you know, and you need a ward. This estimated damage is 6,400. Basically, you can tank almost anything when you use your flame ward with this build. First time when I started, I spent the first points. I spent the first points on this stalwart defense, more ward granted, you know, for to survive more. Then I was here, retaliation damage 80%. It's a lot. You need retaliation with this build. Then I made my way to this point because you need to replace the fire damage, yeah, with lighting. You have a lighting build, so you don't need fire. Don't scaling to your damage, don't scaling with fire, scaling with lighting. So this is the main point that you need in this build. You need a lighting ward. And also increase fire damage double, 200% basically, but it's converted to lighting damage, and it's a lot. Also duration is very useful, 36% more, and this is a must that you need to have. And mana efficiency 18%. You need these 3 points as well for fire aura. Will active the flame ward. You gain a fire aura, so you did do more damage around the to the mobs around you with fire aura. And also fire aura 15% more damage. And then And in the late game, I will spend the points here to get this. Percent of missing health granted as ward, 12%, but my target here was this one. Get one more charge for ward. So basically you can cast ward now, and when it's gone, you can cast again the ward in the cooldown stacking. It's very, very useful to survive, especially at the bosses, with the bosses. On your way here, you'll get this, plus 2 seconds cooldown. It's not that good, but you need that. It's better than minus 10% duration, honestly. So, this is the ward skill tree. Like I said, you get, you really need to get this one, your main target, first time at the beginning, lighting ward. Then you'll get your way to duration and mana efficiency, Eye of Flame, then your way here for double ward. And I think when you get level 20, you unlock static orb. I saw builds on the leaderboard. Like I said, I don't check online. I have no idea what people are using, but I saw on the leaderboard a lot of people using static orb as a main source of damage. For me, static orb is only for synergy. It's not my main source of damage. My main source of damage is a lightning blast. And also, keep in mind, the flame ward are doing a lot of damage when you use the flame ward as well. So, static orb, why I said I'm using for synergy, I will explain you. My main target was, when you start, your target is this. Atomic manipulation. For 4 seconds, after using a static orb, directly casting a lightning blast. So, like I said, your source of damage, your main source of damage is lightning blast, and this is very, very good for your lightning blast build. So, first you spend 1 point in forking surge, explosion, tendrils +2, then speed and damage. Damage always is good. You spend 1 point here, yeah, to unlock the fusion blast. Next number of lightning blast 3 and additional chains. You need this. It's very good for lightning blast. You need to spend minimum 2 points here to unlock the atomic manipulation. Yeah, this is your main target. And then also you can get this shock chance. For this build, shock, it's a butter. Yeah, you need a lot of shock. This is your way to this point. Orbital fulmination. Normally the static orb, you shoot that ball and exploding and push the enemy. With this orbital fulmination, the orb orbits around you, you know. Don't go in straight line, he orbits around you. It's much more practical, I think, and much more useful. You can have, I think, up to 5 orbs, but I use only 2 because, like I say, this is not my main source of damage. My main source of damage is lightning blast. And you have -6 mana cost is very useful, and even 1 is enough here just to benefit from this, from atomic manipulation and the fusion blast. And then also you can spend points here, more spill damage to shocked enemy, and static orb generate static charge. Static charge are very good for this build as well. Yeah, you can see the details here. You will use statics. I will explain you later why statics are very good for this build as well. So this is a static orb. Like I said, it's not my main source of damage. This only synergizes very good with lightning blast. Okay. The next skill is static. We talked earlier about static. Static, it's your main source for single target damage. Will do a lot of damage to the bosses. Basically, you accumulate charge when you're walking and fighting with mobs, and when you want, you can detonate all that charge and are doing a ton of damage to the mobs around you. So first points you need to spend here. You gain more charge when you are hit. Okay? Your main target for static when you start will be this. Yeah? Unlimited power. This is overload. You zap a nearby enemies every second when you have over 80 charge. Normally I think you start with 100 charge, but when you spend points here, you increase your maximum charge to 200. So every time when you have more than 80, zap nearby enemy every second will over 80 charge, dealing spill lightning damage and expending 10 charge. Then you need to spend here all 5 points. It's good because it reduces the cost of zap charge and also the base crit chance. But your main reason to spend 5 points here is for unlimited power. So when you unlock this, basically replace the zap with what? With lightning blast, your main source of damage. Yeah? So basically, instead of zap, you casting another lightning blast. You know, you see the point? So this is your main target. And also, you need to spend points here to increase your maximum charge, because you need to have most of the time more than 80. Yeah? Here, for lightning damage, you have a lightning build, so you need more base lightning damage. And here, every time when you move, you get charge. You don't need to do anything else. Only when you move, you get more charge. So it's very, very useful to have close to maximum charge all the times. And I spend 1 point here for more rock stacks. Yeah, I think you can replace these points and spend somewhere else, because already I have maximum stacks 10 of shocks from other things to the mobs. They are all, most of the time they are under shock effect. Okay, so another skill, the last skill for survivability. To survive, like I said, is the flame ward and teleport. This teleport save your ass for a lot of times save your ass. Yeah, but on the same time you can make teleport to do damage. Let me see which one was my target here. Yeah, my target here was this. The first time when you add your teleport on your skill bar, spend 2 points here, full resistance and armor. It's good to survive. It's helpful. I spent only 2 points to unlock time dilatation, stat buff duration 20%. It's not bad, good as well. 1 point here to unlock mana tunnel. After casting teleport, your next direct spell cost refound the mana. That's helpful. Like I said, I still have some small problems with the mana. I still need to work around the mana. Then I unlock this. This is your main target. Call down recovery speed 40% to cast teleport much more quicker. This will help you a lot. Then so you unlock this, and after that you focus here. Fire resistance, again 20%, lightning resistance, sun avoidance, much more resistances that will help you on the gear build, because you don't need to add more resistances to your gear, because you have a lot of elemental resistance from the build already. Then my target was this mirror image. Yeah, you need to spend minimum 4 points here to unlock this 2 mirror image. Basically create a mirror image when you teleport from at the starting point one and another one at the arriving point. And this mirror image, trust me, can tank mobs for you. Yeah, it's a distraction from you, and also are doing damage. You cast one mirror image at the starting point and another one at arrival. So you need 4 points here and 1 to unlock these 2 mirror image. Then my focus was to do damage when I'm casting teleport as well. So I unlocked that. The teleport casts elemental nova when you use teleport. So you cast an elemental nova at the starting point, elemental nova at the arriving point, and another 2 elemental nova or 3. Yeah, 3 elemental nova. 1 at the start, 1 at the arrival, and another one at the middle. So 3 elemental nova. Yeah, and you do, with these 4 points, you do 40% more elemental damage. So also teleporting are doing some elemental damage as well. So basically, this is my build. Passive skills. About the gear, I don't know. I didn't search for a specific gear yet. Yeah. So I used what I found, and I bought few items from the auction house as well. I don't have crazy gear, on my build. Like I said, I use what I find. But your gear, basically, you need to focus on spell damage, lightning damage, and of course resistance if you need resistance, of course. And so spell damage, lightning damage, and ward, and shock chance, of course. So if you can see, look, 156 lightning damage, lightning critical strike multiplier, lightning damage as well, elemental damage, +2 to lightning blast, my main source of damage, critical chance to shock on hit with lightning skills, mana regeneration and spell damage, 60% lightning damage, elemental damage, lightning damage, mana regeneration, elemental resistance, critical strike chance, damage over time. This ring need to be replaced soon, and I keep it for this 78 lightning damage. This one, it's not that good, honestly, for this build, but I keep it for that +1 to all the mage skills. So I didn't find anything better yet. The boots as well, I don't have a good boots. I need to replace this soon. The gloves are good for casting speed. Cast speed is another thing that you need to focus if you can on this build. The faster you cast lightning blast, the quicker you destroy the mobs. Oh, and about the stats, just before to record this, I made some change. I replaced the belt, so this is why I don't have here enough poison and cold resistance, because everything was over 75%. So I need to change something on my idols to add more poison resistance here. Oh, about the idols, all my idols, most of them have, look, lightning damage and 25%, and double if you have over 300 maximum mana. Of course I have more than 300 maximum mana, because you will get a lot of this kind of buffs. This one as well, 36%, double if you have over 300 maximum mana. You see? 25% increased lightning damage, double if you have over 300 maximum mana. So you'll focus as well to more lightning damage. You can see here I have increased lightning damage 915%. So it's a lot, trust me. But you can get much more for sure with better gear. And like I said, I'm still level 80 until level 100. You can increase a lot that. And spill damage as well, close to 200% more spill damage. Movement speed I have 25%. Health also I need to increase a little bit my health. Intelligence is very useful for this build as well. Also I need to increase my mana and mana regeneration a little bit, because I have small problems on monolith. Let me show you at the end one monolith. Let's do one level 80 monolith. Just a quick to show you quickly how the build working. This is empower. This is empower one us already. So will be much more harder. It's very quick to clear mobs, honestly. You don't have problems with the mobs. You can see my static charge. I have 175 now. I don't use it. I use static charge and teleport only when I really need. In rest, only lightning blast. Clearing everything with lightning blast. Very easy and safe. You don't have any problem. From time to time I'm casting the static orb from for the bonus. You can cast your ward and they die without doing anything. I'm using now the static charge. It's done. Monolith done. Easy, safe, without any problem. And like I said, keep in mind, I'm only level 80 now. So guys, this is my noob build of Lightning Blast Sorcerer. Like I said, I didn't read any guide to So I didn't follow any grid on the internet. I built everything myself. I don't have problems. It's for fun. I'm a casual player. I'm not a hardcore player. I'm 100% sure some people don't agree with what I did, but it's my build. I did what I feel better for me during this playthrough. If you want to see the whole progress of the build, I have a playthrough I will upload on a description below with the whole with the step by step from level 1 to level 80. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the content. Like, subscribe if you enjoy, comment below. I accept any advice, of course, if you have for me on the comment below. I really appreciate that. Thanks again and see you next time. I will do another build at level 100 when I will complete almost everything in the game and will be the final product. Until then, have a good day.